Everton 1, Man City 3, and the champions are back in the Premier League in style. English champions, European champions, and champions of the world. They just came back from Saudi Arabia after beating the Urawa Reds in the final. Ilikuwa 3-0 ama kituka hiyo. It was not even a game. This game, yeah, obviously I was very curious to see how they'd start. Neil Dani, because of all the travel and stuff, like fatigue would be a factor. But these guys are just chilled. They started off quite well and quite sharp. This is not, it's unlike Man City of recent times, like the recent games. These games that they've been drawing, conceding games. They've now considered, I think, 16 goals in 7 games. Or was it 14 goals in 8 games or something like that? So they're still conceding stupid goals here and there, but they started really sharp. I think this is the sharpest I've seen Man City actually start a game in a while, right? Because they've just been easing themselves into games. Obviously, Haaland didn't play, Doku didn't play, and Diaz also was not available. Haaland led the line. Alvarez led the line. Phil Foden was amazing. Phil Foden was amazing from the get-go. And not only his style of his technical ability hapo kwa field, like akiget ball, he's not afraid to get the ball in places that are, he's not afraid to take risks, but he takes measured risks. Unacheki. Akona tan wazimu, technical ability ko hapo. But pia actually Nibambani, he's now talking. He's showing more of a presence in midfield. And ilifika point yenye hata kulikuwa na free ingine Alvarez kabla when it was 2-1 alikwenda kubonga na Alvarez. Yani unaona anamshika vizuri na mwambie hivi like he's giving instructions, he's showing leadership. Unacheki. Cuz hata ukiangalia kwa hii team you'll find that he's one of, he probably is the longest tenured Man City player, right? Probably. Well, that's cuz pia ametoka academy. So he's showing a lot of maturity, a lot of leadership in midfield. I was really impressed by Phil Foden today. His goal, insane. And then there was this one where ametuliza tu ball hapo mid alafu akatanto akachapa post off an Alvarez potential assist. And then also towards the end almost caught Pickford napping and with a crazy shot. Like shooting boots ilikuwa tu on leo. Alafu kuna time akiget ball midfield, he was turning and breaking the Everton press. Yeah, peke yake tu he was getting the ball much deeper, and Rodri is also being allowed to get the ball from not exactly from the middle of the park but a bit on the side, because Foden can now drop and go get the ball. Bernardo Silva can now drop and get the ball from there. So they showed a lot of dynamism, something they expect of Man City. Shout out to Everton as well. They really gave it they gave it a good game today. I think Jack Harrison has been a breath of fresh air. Them having Harrison and McNeil, the combination of two is just ni poa. McNeil didn't start this game, but kukwa na hiyo option ya unaweza toka kwa mwingine uende kwa mwingine ni like it gives them a different dimension, especially when they had that 4-game win streak. Obviously they've lost the last 2 games against Spurs last week and now against Man City. Beto led the line. I think he was good. He showed that the work rate was really high, because that is something he was expected to do today. A Man City team that will hog possession, so the work rate had to be a bit higher than normal. Someone else that really impresses me in this team is Tarkowski. Like Tarkowski has just come from Burnley and he's like this is his team. He's the captain. The way he leads from the back, it's just immense. Like last-ditch tackles, like winning every ball. There's just a way. Every time they take a corner, the ball is getting to Tarkowski, but you can't stop it. Kila saa, ni makona ni nini. The ball is always getting to Tarkowski. In midfield, I feel like Onana and Andre Gomez was actually really good as well. The passing was, the range, that spell before they scored, the end alikuwa na push watu forward. Even after they scored, they were on the front foot the entire time, because you're not afraid to make passes. You have to show bravery against a team that is going to dominate you possession-wise, right? So I think Gomez was really good in that midfield. Those are my standouts, Gomez and obviously Tarkowski in midfield. But when Man City really had to turn it up, Julian Alvarez and Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva, that trio, especially Phil Foden out of those 3, showed that they can take over games, before KDB and Haaland come back. There's that spell where they will need these boys to actually come and take over games and get wins, because at this point I don't think Man City could afford any more slip-ups. Currently they are number 4 in the league. They are 5 points behind league leaders Liverpool, and they are 2 points behind Aston Villa with a game in hand. Also have a game in hand against Liverpool. They are 3 points behind Arsenal, but Arsenal have the same number of games as them. Arsenal play tonight versus West Ham at home. So yeah, solid win for Man City. They needed a performance like this, especially coming back from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, nothing much I can say about Man City. Like that's just them doing work, like being professional. That was the key word today. Just be professional. Doesn't matter if you win by 2, by 10. Be professional and get the 3 points. So yeah, shout out to Phil Foden, man of the match for me for this game.